Okay, well, many people seem to be doing their updates on their air batteries, so I figured I might as well do one as well, just to show you all what's been going on. I have here the various ones I've done. I have here the long ones that I took directly from Lasersaber's videos on how he built his, and then I have the plate one here, which uses just copper wire and a magnesium plate and some magnesium ribbon around the copper wire. And I have my little one here, which some of you might remember. And well, I'm just going to show you guys how these are doing so far. They've all been doing pretty good. The plate one I wet down this morning. I had about 2 milliliters of water. I was hoping to be a little drier by right now, but so far it's still, as you can see, it's still producing a pretty good amount of power. And that's off 2 milliliters of water and just copper wire, bare copper wire with a magnesium plate and magnesium ribbon. Now, let me see if try to add just a little bit more water, see if we can get. Now, and that's basically about how much water I put into it, just about 1 milliliter on one side, 1 milliliter on the other side, and then just go from there. Okay, well, let's see, you see this one? This one's still working pretty good. And let's move to the next one. Let's go to the little one. Now this one is just a small piece of carbon rod that broke, so I decided to make a small one off of it, so plug that one in. You can see it's giving off a little bit of power there. Not too bright, not bad, but I haven't wet that one down in about a day, so it's still doing pretty good. I'll just add a little bit more water right now, see what happens. See if that gets a little brighter or not. I don't know if you can see the voltage reading over here on the multimeter. And as you can see, as that soaks it up, it's starting to get slightly brighter. And the wire's still on top of that cell, so it hasn't soaked it up yet all completely. I noticed that the more you use these, when the crystallization of the salt starts to occur, it's harder for the paper towel to soak in the water. So it takes a little while for it to soak now, instead of just being quick like it used to. As you can see, as it starts to soak up the water, it gets brighter. It's getting there. Eventually it'll reach full brightness once it soaks up completely. So let's move on to the next. And we're going to move on to one of these bigger poles here. First one being this one I wet down this morning. Right, negative here. Okay, and as you can see, these give off pretty good power. And this is off about 1 milliliter of water. And I wet that down this morning. It's still giving off a good amount of power. Now I'll show you guys here. These I haven't wet down in about 3 days or so. So they should be pretty dry. But weird thing I noticed is even if they appear to be dry, they still give off a good voltage reading. So as you can see here on the voltmeter, well, it's connected to the joule thief right now. It's not lighting up the light because it doesn't have enough current, because it's pretty much dry. But if I was to disconnect the joule thief, you'll see on there it has a pretty good amount of voltage still being dry. It's about 1.4 volts still. Not very much current though, but you'd think they're dry, but I guess there's still some moisture in there for it to be getting voltage. Alright, now we're just gonna add a little bit of water to it. Okay, we're gonna do 1 drop of water on the center. I don't know if you guys can see. There goes 1 drop of water. We'll let that soak in. Okay, let's do another drop of water. That one soak in. Okay, as you can see, the light's starting to turn on now. It took a little more water than I thought. Like I said, once they start to crystallize, it gets harder for them to soak in water. But as it soaks in the water, you'll see it gradually get brighter. And it's building up, so let's add about 1 full milliliter of water all the way across it. See how that does. You should start to see it gradually grow brighter as it soaks up this water. Okay, that's 1 milliliter of water on it. And as you can see, there it goes, getting brighter. It'll eventually reach full brightness in about a minute to 2 minutes. But there you have it. And well, let's just do the last one just for kicks. Okay, last one. You can see no lights. Let's just go ahead and add straight the 1 milliliter water all the way across it. See how long it takes for this one to power up. How long it takes for it to soak up the water. As you can see, there it goes. And it's off. Now, I will eventually be rebuilding another one of these, a little better design. I didn't have much bare copper wire on this one, so I only used very little copper wire at all. I was surprised it actually got the amount of current that it was able to with just a little bit of copper wire. It's got about 10 or 11 turns of copper wire in here, but they're really widely spaced, like about that much. And so yeah, I'm waiting for some bare copper wire to come in. I'm going to rebuild another one of these. I'm going to take this one apart and I'll record that and show you guys how this one was built inside, and I'll show you the building of the new one when the parts come in. And so yeah, and I got a few other ones I'm working on that I'll show you guys too as soon as I get started on those. But so far that's my update. They all seem to be really doing really well. I haven't really noticed any deterioration on the magnesium, except I am getting a little bit of those the crystals, the salt crystals growing on it